In today's video, we are going to discuss about events. If you worked in Scratch Junior or have seen my earlier series, you would already know the concept of event. If you're new to this channel and are watching this video to learn about code.org, don't worry, we will discuss about that again. Did you see what just happened? I poured the cat food on the table and the cats came running to eat it. So the event over here is me pouring cat food and the reaction to it is the cats running to eat it. Thus far, in the previous levels, we used to put blocks below the when run block. Henceforth, we will start using more new blocks called event blocks. These are special events where you can connect other blocks below it. To understand further, let's get back to the browser. Today, we will look at the last level in course A. And actually, this is the best level of course A. Do you know why? All this while we had to code and we had to click on run to watch the code run. While the code was running, we didn't have anything to do. We just could watch the code execute. From here on, we will interact with our code while it is running. If you did not understand, it's okay. We will look at what it is in the puzzles. Click on the diamond 1 to watch the intro. After watching the video, scroll down and click on continue. This level has no challenge and we are free to do whatever we want. Look at the toolbox. There are many new blocks. We will explore all of these slowly. Scroll down and you can see a set background block. Connect it under the when run block and let's just change the city background to whatever background you want. I will select rainbow and then I will click on run. The background has changed to the rainbow background. Now let's add a new character to the scene. Scroll down and you can see a show dog block. Connect it below the set background block. Click on the dog over here and you can see a frog. Click on that and we'll reset and run. Now there's a frog in the scene. Now we have two characters. One a frog, the other a dog, and this whole rainbow background. The dog came free, but we added this frog with code. Scroll down and you can see some blocks in green. You can see a when clicked dog block. Drag it to the workspace and let's see what options we get. We get two options, the dog or the frog. So now I'll just scroll up and I will connect the say hi there block to the when clicked block. Look at the when block. It is slightly different from all the other blocks. Now there isn't a notch on the when block while there is a notch on this block because blocks with a notch at the top connect to any other block like this one. But this block can't be connected to anything else. Let me try. So it is not possible because blocks with a notch at the top connect two blocks with a notch at the bottom. And this forms a sequence. We have seen this many times in the last puzzles. We added all these blocks below the when run block. The when run block starts the sequence. All the other blocks are placed below each other, which makes a sequence. Now look at the when block. It is very similar to the when run block because the when run block doesn't have a notch at the top and even the when block doesn't have a notch at the top. But both of them can take blocks below it. Let's connect this over here and change this high there to maybe what? And let's click on reset and run. See, nothing happens. So this when block is a special block. The dog does the say what thingy only when the dog is tapped. So let's tap the dog and test our code. The dog says what? Similarly, we can make the frog say something. Let's try it. Now I'll change this dog into this frog. And I'll scroll up and take the say hi there block. And I'll change this into good morning. And I'll also change this dog to the frog. And I'll click reset and run. Now I'll tap the frog and let's test our code. The frog says good morning. Now let's click on the dog. The dog says what? I hope you are understanding a little bit about events. We made the dog react to the click event. Similarly, we did the same to the frog. We will understand more about the other blocks in the upcoming puzzles. So let's go to the next puzzle. Click on finish and click on next puzzle. Read the challenge. It is very simple and we already saw how to do this in the last puzzle. So take the say hi there block below the when run block and let's click on run. And that solves the puzzle. Click on continue. This is where it gets a little bit more interesting. Now we can move the dog right, left, up and down using the arrow keys on the keyboard. Let's see how. Click on OK. You can see the when left arrow clicked block. So we'll just have to connect this move dog to the left block below the move left arrow clicked block. Click run to see what happens. Now I'll click on run and I'll click on my left arrow key to get the dog all the way to the flag. And that solves the puzzle. Click on continue. This puzzle is really similar to the last puzzle, but now we'll have to get both the flags. So we'll have to add another event to the workspace and then add the move dog to the right below the when right arrow key clicked event. And let's click on run. I am pressing my left arrow key. And now I'll press my right arrow key. And that solves the puzzle. I'll click on continue. In this puzzle, you see the flags placed at the right top and at the left bottom. So the dog has to move right, up as well as down and left to get both of the flags. So let's look at what we have over here. We only have the right arrow event and the left arrow event. Up and down are missing. So we will add them. I'll drag the up arrow key event to the workspace and then drag the move dog up. For the dog to move down, drag the when up event and click on the up arrow key event, and you can see all the other arrows. I want the dog to move down, so I'll click on down. Then I'll move the move dog up block, and I'll change the up to the down, and then I'll click on run. I am moving my up arrow key, and now I'll move my right arrow key. I got one flag, so now I'm pressing my down arrow, and then I'm going to press my left arrow, and that solves the puzzle. Click on keep playing. There is another interesting way to solve the puzzle by using two arrow keys at the same time. So I'll click on reset and run. Now I'll press my up arrow and the right arrow and see what happens. The dog moves diagonally. Now I'll do the same for down. I'm gonna press my down as well as the left arrow key. And that solves the puzzle. Click on continue. The challenge over here is to change the background, and when the dog is clicked, play a random sound. So I'll take the set background block to the when run block, and then I'll change this random thingy to maybe the sky file. Then I will delete this block, and let's see what happens. We got the background, so now let's do something when the dog is clicked. So I'll drag the when dog clicked block to the workspace and drag the play random sound block. I will change the random sound block to maybe rubber, and then I'll click run. Now I'll click on the dog and it plays a sound. I'll click on continue. Now we already have some blocks, so let's see what it does. I can't move it with the arrow keys, so I'll just click it, and it makes a rubber sound. The objective of this level is to make the frog disappear when the dog touches it. All the code we have are to move the dog right, left, down and up, which is why the dog is moving when I use the arrow keys. Now notice a new block called when collide. Drag it into the workspace and then scroll down, and you can see another block called vanish. So I'll drag that into the when collide block and click on reset and run. Now I'm controlling the dog with my arrow keys. Now I'm gonna touch this frog, and the frog disappeared. The frog vanished because of these two blocks. What this means is when the dog collides to the frog vanishes. We can also make the dog vanish by connecting the dog. So we'll take the vanish block and change this frog to this dog. I'll click on reset and run. Now let's see what happens. Both of them vanish. Click on finish. And that concludes course A.